Shane Dawson and Tana Mongeau have had an interesting internet relationship. I think one of the most notable parts of their relationship was when Shane made a documentary on his YouTube channel on Tana's failed VidCon TanaCon situation. Another video they both made, which was quite notable, posted by Tana Mongeau on October 6, 2016. At the time of this video being posted, Tana was 18 and Shane Dawson was 28. Some of the language which was used in regard to Shane's behavior, I'm not going to repeat, and I'm not going to use, not because I don't necessarily believe it to be true, I just think they're quite big claims. The way I'm going to describe Shane Dawson's behavior and the video in general is inappropriate. The video that was posted on Tana's channel has well and truly popped off. It has nearly 22 million views. So hopefully, as you have gathered from my extensive intro, today I'm going to be pretty much reacting to that video and pointing out a few things which I find a bit questionable.
When Shane and I met, I was 17 and it was just like a thing, like every single thing he said to me.
This sounds like the start of a really scary Tumblr post and I don't like it.
When Shane and I met.
YouTubers, like in general, the whole situation is weird because I feel like as an audience, we all look at the big creators and we're like, oh my god, these people are like best friends. Like the Sister Squad, they tricked millions of people into thinking that they were absolutely best friends. When, yeah, I guess they were friendly. Obviously, like, I don't think they were besties really at all. That was very much like a transactional relationship. That is kind of, I feel like, what's happening here, where they don't know each other that well. Shane has some kind of leverage in the fact that he's kind of the established YouTuber and Tana's kind of the fan as a child, kind of watching him and kind of wanting to impress him and do whatever he kind of wants her to do, which is an extremely questionable dynamic.
We were gonna watch horse porn and you were like, oh my god, she's 17. It was just like a struggle, you know? Yeah.
Where does the conversation have to go for that to come up? But I just want to know how they get to the point of having a conversation where they're like, oh my god, let's watch horse porn.
I have a list of things that I want you to do now that you're 18.
He never tells me that like he's prepared and it's just always like, okay.
That's concerning. How long was he thinking of this list? Who helped him make this list? At what point was he making this list? You know what? At the bottom of the screen, I'm gonna do like a bum for like concern, list of concern, a concern count. I think this is probably at this point like concern 3 or 4.
Well, first things first, I think like the initiation process should be for you to see me naked.
Why? I don't have much context that I think I can add to that other than like absolutely not. Concern count.
Okay, yeah.
But like, are you ready? Feels like you're 18.
Is there gonna be like a star over it? Or are you gonna be like...
Well, I don't know if I want to show you everything, but I feel like I should show you like a piece of my body.
I'm terrified.
Or a pube. My body hurts and so insane. Watch. If I literally just do this, I just pulled out like 8.
The body language really just says it all, I think. Tana being in the very back corner of this couch. This is so funny. Oh my goodness. Chest hair.
Yes, I'm ready.
If you're not ready, we don't have to do this. I don't need a Tumblr post.
I do appreciate that that was said, but also they're filming a collab and YouTube is both their jobs, and Shane at this point I'm pretty sure was still uploading extremely regularly.
Is it called swatching? Or what?
Claire found her. Oh, I see it.
Okay, so they see it.
Should we name it?
It's a her for sure.
Okay.
Tana is still in the absolute corner of this couch, about to fall off.
Why is it so long?
That is not long! First of all, this isn't, okay, it's kind of cheating because it's like an inner leg hair, so it's not actual, like, not off my ball.
So...
I get his mum's a bit, like, has done some questionable things as well. Could you imagine literally being on the phone, being like, oh, what did you do today? I was just filming with an 18-year-old and I was showing her my pubes.
Technically, you aren't supposed to watch porn until you're 18. Is there any porn that you haven't seen?
Honestly, all.
Wait, you haven't?
I've literally, like, porn. No, I've never seen porn.
What?
Like, maybe, like, once in life. Like,
What
or
are
twice.
you talking about?
Casual discussion for like their 13 and 14-year-old audience members. I must know, like, when Shane Dawson had shows.
So I can't find any evidence of Shane doing live shows. So maybe that wasn't a thing. I do know he did do meetups and go to like the earlier VidCons and stuff like that. I'm at least referring to meetups where parents took their children to see him. Like if I were a parent taking my child to see something, I'd probably do a little bit of research into who I'm taking my child to see. Yeah, no?
Especially if the parent like watched a bit of their content. Do you imagine the parent in tears to Shane being like, you've helped my child so much. Like, oh my god. And literally he's like, thanks. I just talk about my pubes with 18-year-olds.
I think porn just stresses me out. I feel like it's so staged. I feel like it's so, like, awkward.
No, but you're thinking
Your
about...
eyelashes are so long.
They look like my pubes. Wait.
The fact that this is his job and this is also what bought him his like couple $1 million mansions. I guess this wasn't the sole thing that bought him his mansion. I know this helped. I mean, what the heck? I want to know why 20 million people saw this and was like, yes. Like, absolutely. Thumbs up, subscribe, send it to all your friends.
Technically, alcohol you can't drink because you have to be 21. But kombucha has alcohol in it, and it's such a low amount that 18 and older can drink.
I was buying kombucha when I was like 13. I see like all these like 12s going to buy kombucha. I've never ever seen anyone ID'd to buy kombucha. I think this might be a little bit of a myth. They sell it at supermarkets in Australia, and they do not sell alcohol at supermarkets in Australia. They have like a separate little alcohol store next to the supermarket.
I had somebody throw up on my dick. I'm allowed to talk about it. You're 18.
What? That's the best thing I've 18! That's the best thing I've ever heard. Wait.
Yeah, and they were like,
You're 18. Pretty much probably everyone watching this is under 18, but go on, or please don't. Actually, I would probably prefer not to hear this.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna come. And they were like, come. And I was like, are you sure? Come. I'm like, okay. So I start coming, and then I guess the cum shot hit the back of their throat. And we had just had a big Mexican food night.
18? That was your dick.
So like, yeah. Well,
Oh, I thought they were just sucking throw up off their own finger.
I'm gonna point out Tana's body language again because I think it needs to be said. Again, she's on the very edge of her seat. She's not loving this.
have you ever drank pee? Or had somebody pee on you? You're 18.
18?
I had somebody pee on me once. It was a very...
Like sexually?
Yeah, it was a very...
That's insane. That's amazing. It is a life goal of mine. I'm so sorry, Mom,
I'll
to
do
piss
it.
on someone.
The people are wanting to know. So Tana, how did you come up with the idea of peeing on Shane? Well, we were drinking kombucha and Shane said it tasted like pee. I was like, it's my life goal to pee on Shane Dawson, and Shane was okay with it. So we just did it. 18.
We should do it!
Can I piss on you?
Yes! Do you want to?
Shit, I won't.
No, you can if you want.
I will.
I don't want anybody to see anything. I want to control what they're seeing. I
Although her words are kind of going for it, the fact that she is on the very end of the couch.
can't catch anything from this, right?
Honestly, you probably can. I've heard these.
Okay, get on. What are we doing?
Why did YouTube allow this to be monetized?
18.
Okay, 18.
Okay, I'm on my period though. I could period on you. Should I period on you?
Okay.
If I like push hard enough, like blood clot.
Show me.
Right on your chest. That's a thing. What's it called? It's like a Cleveland something.
Oh,
I just farted.
you just farted on my dick. I felt it.
Why is he encouraging this? That's probably my main question. Like, as an adult, you're meant to, like, guide the people around you or the younger ones and not be a bad influence. Shane, you're well and truly being a bad influence in this.
18,
bitch! Okay, pee.
I just perioded.
Collab just keeps getting worse. What are the key demographics, Shane? I want you to go into your analytics and I want you to tell me who was watching this. I feel like to an extent it was probably a lot of, like, old, creepy men.
I'm gonna fart. Okay, alright. Mm-hmm.
I peed.
Wait, you're peeing?
It like almost came out.
Oh my god, are you peeing? I felt it.
Is it warm? I should really clean my vagina.
The massage is... Dude, what are you doing? As I said, I get they're both consenting adults. She's technically 18, but absolutely not.
While you're drinking, I'm gonna explain our last and final thing that we're gonna do.
Okay.
We're gonna make out.
You want it, Daddy? Do you want it? Yes, 18.
Oh my god.
Let me clarify. So, Tana peeing on me wasn't bad enough. Let's make it worse. I assume maybe he might have put it in the video and then someone with a tiny bit of common sense in his life, I don't know, maybe Garrett or Andrew, because I know they were still working with him at the time, were like, you know what, Shane, I think that's a little bit too far. But at this point, honestly, who knows? Shane gets an itsy bitsy tiny little bit of credit. I do think that he was acting and they didn't actually make out. We probably will never know. If you're not subscribed already, could you please, as it really does help my channel. So,